In today's world, technology and safety are everything, especially in your automobile. Did you know that the Ford Expedition that you drive is similar but not the same to the Ford Expedition SSVs that police officers in your town may drive? Flashing red and blue lights in your rearview mirror may raise the blood pressure of drivers everywhere. Police cars should not be scary, well, unless you broke the law. We had the opportunity to talk to the Ford Pro team at the General Service Administration's Federal Fleet Meeting during the 2025 Washington, D.C. Auto Show to learn more about the differences between consumer vehicles and special-built police vehicles. Join us to learn how they provide safety and durability for the officers that operate them.
Lindsay Patino, I'm the Police Vehicles Brand Marketing Manager. I've been with Ford for over 23 years now. I came from a law enforcement family, so there's a certain level of respect that I have for police. And I've been with the police department for about 3 years now, so I've been in the fleet side of the business 5 years, police specific 3 years. We'll start with the Expedition, kind of do a little bit of walk around, show you guys some of the content, get you in the vehicle. Then as you have questions, just go ahead and ask. Two vehicles that you're looking at right now, so starting on the right hand side, this is actually the 2024 Expedition. This is a 100A XL, so this isn't an SSV or a police specific package, but it is a government focused package. Next to it, this is the all new 2025 Expedition Special Service Vehicle. So this is an SSV. This is designed to be used by law enforcement, first responders, fire departments. It is not a full pursuit rated patrol vehicle, but it can be used for patrol purposes.
So what makes a vehicle pursuit rated?
Pursuit ratings are done internally by company. Each company determines their own pursuit ratings. When we say that, we determine our pursuit ratings, but there are certain agency guidelines that go into what vehicle needs to be in order to be pursuit rated. So there isn't necessarily a police board or organization that pursuit rates all vehicles, but what we do is we do third-party testing for pursuit certification.
So is that speed, durability?
It's speed. So when we test our vehicles, we have a variety of things that we test based on. We test speed and performance. We test braking distances. We do what's called a reverse J-turn, which is a police maneuver to make sure the vehicle maneuvers as it's supposed to. We do curb impact testing. We take the vehicle over railroad tracks to test the suspension system. And we also do waterboarding to make sure the vehicle can go through water in different areas, different heights and everything. There's additional stuff that goes on top of that. And then within Ford Pro and our police specter, we have different levels of pursuit ratings. So the top pursuit rating that you hear about is the Interceptor. You've heard about the Police Interceptor back when it was a Crown Vic. Then you heard about the Police Interceptor as it moved over to the Taurus and Explorer body frame. Now we have the Police Interceptor Utility. That is the #1 selling police vehicle in the country. That vehicle alone is almost 50% of the market. That vehicle is designed, it's tested, it's engineered for police, with the input from police. So we actually have a police advisory board that we work with on a regular basis, and we bring them in. And as we're designing items and updating and making changes, we get their input. We let them test the prototypes. We put them on the track. We ask the questions. We have officers from agencies all over the country, so we make sure we're getting not only the larger agencies, but also some of the smaller rural agencies, so we get that feedback. So as we're designing and engineering a vehicle, we know that you're making the most comprehensive vehicle on the road.
How long has Ford been providing vehicles to a police?
75 years.
Okay, 75 years.
So 2025 is the 75th anniversary of Ford offering a purpose-built police package. So Ford vehicles have been used by police departments previously. 1954 Custom.
Okay.
That was the first police package that Ford offered.
Okay.
So this is the 75th anniversary. So the Expedition, when we brought everything out, was kind of the kickoff to that 75th anniversary.
So are these on the same, built on the same line that consumer vehicles are, or are they built specially, or are they then taken off the line and then sent over to the customer?
So I have two answers for you.
Okay.
So it's going to depend on the vehicle. So the Expedition is a special service vehicle. This is built at the Kentucky Truck Plant. It's built on the same line that the regular Expedition is built on, and then it goes to the dealership. The Police Interceptor Utility and the F-150 Police Responder, they're each built at their main plant. So the PIU is built at the Chicago Assembly, where the Explorer is built. The F-150 Police Responder is built at Kansas City. Both of those vehicles then ship to TDM, which is Troy Design and Manufacturing. It is a fully owned Ford subsidiary. We have a plant a mile away from Chicago Assembly. Every police interceptor utility that comes off of the line in Chicago is taken 1 mile down the road into the TDM facility. TDM facility allows us to take a vehicle and then do additional upfits for police vehicles. We add special wire harnesses, the lights that you see in the front of the vehicle, those are added at TDM. We add ballistic panels there. The lights in the A-pillar, we drill and install the lights there. So TDM has a lot of flexibility because it basically becomes a custom plate. So when the vehicles roll in, they've got 5 or 7 lanes set up, and they've got 5 stops at each lane. So the vehicle comes in, they do all the quality checks on it when it first comes in, it goes into the line, and they basically assemble through each section. And I think what they said is they have a 36-hour turnaround time. So from the time the vehicle gets in, gets everything done, and is sent back to get loaded on a train and shipped, 36 hours. Starting with 24 model year is when we started sending the F-150 police responder there. So what that allows us to do is we can now add additional content. So we have the vehicle in the plant. We're doing A-pillar drills, we're doing A-pillar lights, and each year what we're doing is we're bringing in more of the light content. So once the vehicle is at TDM, you do the different upfits. It gives the benefit of when the vehicle gets to the dealership, a certain amount of the upfit's already done. So it takes less time with the upfitter. It's also a benefit because when the agencies purchase the vehicle, they can purchase a certain amount of lights, the wire harnesses. We've got a core system, which is that box you'll see in the middle of the seats that runs all the lights. That can come directly from the plant, and it can be ordered on the invoice. So it changes how we warranty the product, but also changes their purchasing power. Because when an agency purchases a vehicle, they have a certain budget for vehicles, but they also have certain budgets for upfit content. If that content is on the purchase order, they can use a certain budget of money, and they don't have to tap into another budget. Why don't we go ahead and take a look? Oh, the one thing that I forgot to say, the retail versus SSV. Seats that are in here are the traditional, just the regular seats that come in the SSV, a little bit more durable, as opposed to just a traditional vinyl in the front.
That's a neat steering wheel.
Yep, and they've switched to the Squircle steering wheel. So you have your Google Maps, all the different systems. So it's nice because it gives you an opportunity to see that screen and also see how it can be integrated.
So do these vehicles have a similar warranty that like a consumer vehicle does?
Yes, they'll have a similar warranty. The police interceptor utility is going to have a slightly different warranty, especially on the hybrid. We warranty the hybrid powertrain a little bit longer. But yeah, they have the same warranty. If it comes from the plant, it's got our warranty on it.
And when you say drill the A-pillar, is that for those searchlights that are on the side?
Yep. We don't have it on this vehicle, but if you look at the police interceptor over there, so the light that's there, you have to drill in a very specific spot.
I was going to say, engineering-wise, to keep the vehicle safe.
Yes.
I would think that would
well,
be...
it's an engineering-wise because it's a solid steel frame for the most part, depending on the vehicles. Some vehicles have electrical harnesses, wires running through there. Almost all vehicles now have an airbag running through there. So unfortunately, we've had customers come back to us that, their upfitter decided to take a drill and they're going to drill through it. And so you're going to see a little bit of a difference between the two. So the Expedition this is a special service vehicle, so it's going to be different in terms of the content that you have for like an interceptor versus a responder. And I can kind of show you some of those different items. But the interior is going to be very similar, and there's a lot of things you'll see. Some of the technology, so the big 24-inch, the panoramic high heads-up display screen, we kept that here. We kept the new center stack. I'll show you, this is upfit with a police council, but when you purchase the SSV versus the traditional retail vehicle, so on the retail Expedition starting 2025, Active is your new entry-level series. XLT went away, the nomenclature for XLT went away, and Active is that new XLT nomenclature. Active series and up, they have the center console that actually moves back and forth. We don't have that on the SSV because our SSVs were designed to have that center console upfit. So we have what's called the consolette. It's a smaller version of the console. It's a little bit lower. It's got a couple cup holders. It doesn't move back and forth, but it's easily easily upfittable. So that's why we stayed with something that was like that. So the one thing that I forgot to say, retail versus SSV, we kept the split lift gate. So I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's
Yeah,
open
we
right now.
were
We'll
looking
take a
at
look
that,
at it. It is on here. It's got the bottom part has a 500-pound floor load. So if agencies purchase a vehicle, a lot of agencies put boxes in the back, secure boxes, like big metal frames that they bolt into it, and they can pull the drawers out and they can put weapons, ammunition, protective stuff, anything like that. This will hold all of that weight on it. So when the drawers pull out, so it's really, I love the split lift gate is honestly one of my favorite features of the new vehicle. Yeah, dual lift gate. You've got, when you open it up, it opens, and you actually have the option to do, you've got a top button and a lower button.
Okay, can we do that? Can we
Yeah, let me grab the...
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. So that way they can just, reach over it. They don't even have to open this. They can just reach over. But if they do need to
Yep, and if they need to do it, they've got the full...
Okay. And normally this would be all the way down, that would have been all the way down. So what was the thought, what was the mindset to do that?
I think a lot of it goes, I was actually with the team that worked on this yesterday morning, so we were talking about all
Was this
of
something the consumer asked for?
Something that they just found a need for, because they were saying in terms of the liftgate being able to load things in and out, and a lot of it went back to how a traditional retail customer was using it. And they were finding that if you have a traditional liftgate, there was kind of that lip on the bottom, but it wasn't enough that it necessarily stopped things from falling out. So this idea, again, if you're using this for different storage or stuff, you can put it in. You don't have to open that bottom part, and you don't have to worry about things falling out.
And this is all electric, right? It's not.
This is all electric, correct? It's not manual. And I just found out, they showed me yesterday, I didn't see this before, they have little cup holders on each side.
Okay.
You'll see a little round circle on each side. Because the idea being, so this holds 500 pounds.
So you would sit there and look up.
Yep, you can sit there and look up. There's canvas sheets you can buy for this. So say this there and protects you from some of the elements. You can sit on here.
I want to thank the team from Ford Pro for making the time to talk to members of the Washington Automotive Press Association about the new Ford Expedition SSV special service vehicle. Until next time.